Hello and welcome to this wonderful session. My name is Shrikant. I am from Uplatz. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss about Python, which is the most popular language these days, and followed by the training on core Python. So basically, Python can be divided into two categories: the core Python and advanced Python. So first, in this session, we'll discuss about Python and its features, why it is so popular. Now, the prerequisites for this to learn this language is nothing but your precious time. So get started with the features of Python. Now, Python was created by Guido van Rossum. He's a citizen of Netherlands, and he started working on developing Python programming language from 1980s. And in the year 1991, the released of it was released. The design philosophy, that means the Python design was entirely it relies on its code readability. That means it is very easy to understand. If you see the keywords or the code syntax, everything is very easy. As I have told you, the prerequisite is nothing. You just anybody who doesn't have a computer science background or not even a technical background can easily understand the code and what's going on in the logic. So Python is often described as a matrix included language. That means it has got a large standard library. So Python's has a large community of developers who have contributed to the library, and today that's the reason it is so much popular in all the areas. And currently, this language is maintained by a non-profitable organization called PSF, Python Software Foundation. Python source code is free for everyone, so you don't need to buy a license to uh, use the language. So it is easily available on the online on website python.org under the general public license. So Python is mostly used in most of the areas covering from web applications to GUI applications and the networking, scientific and numerical computing, that is data science and data analytics. And it is also a very good scripting language like Perl or Shell. So its scripting capabilities are used in the automation of any task in the industries, or okay, it is used for the testing of the software product development. Okay, let's explore some of the features which are important related to Python and that have made Python as one of the popular language these days. So the first feature is interpreted. Interpreted means basically you don't need to compile the language separately. So in case of Java or .NET, you need to first compile the language and then you have to execute. So Python code is directly compiled and interpreted compiled and executed at the same time in one single shot. So the Python virtual machine at the background does these tasks. So that's why it is called as interpreted language. So directly run the program for me source code. And the second most important feature is platform independency. So Python can be run on any platform. So basically, we use Python on Linux, Windows, but Python can be used on any platform, any operating system, whether it is Macintosh, Solaris, or any other uh, operating system. And of course, as I have told you, it is free and open source language. It's available free on python.org, maintained by the Python Software Foundation. The next feature is the high level language. So, what is this high level and low level? Now, any language, when it is executed, the lower level details, like, such as memory allocation and deallocation, is done separately by another process. But Python doesn't need to exclusively uh, manage these kind of low-level activities. So everything is done automatically at the background about the memory allocation and deallocation. That's the reason it is called as a high-level language. And of course, Python is very simple to understand, as I have told you. Its syntax and the keywords, there are about 33 keywords in Python, and each keyword is very easily understandable. So the keywords are simple English words, and anybody can understand the what meaning it does. So here, as I have told you, it is closer to English language. So, and that's it about simple code. And embeddable. Python can be used within any platform. So even you can use the code that is written in Python, and that can be used in C++ program to give its scripting capabilities for the users. And the next, it's robust. Of course, it has a lot of features available. Python. One of the exceptional feature is its exceptional handling features. So exception in this sense means it is nothing error handling techniques. So Python has the one of the best error handling techniques compared to other languages, programming languages. And of course, I have already told you it has got a rich library, as Python has a large pool of tech people or developers who have contributed very much to this software. They have developed a lot of libraries, and that can be used readily for performing any tasks. So that's the reason Python is very much popular these days. And there is no age uh, requisite. Python can be learned by a kid or an old man, right? Starting from the kid to old man, anybody can learn this language very easily. And the next feature is dynamically typed. So, what is dynamically typed? Yeah, so now coming to the normal programming languages, before doing the code, writing the logic, you just have to declare or define the variables. But Python doesn't need to declare those data types. So you can directly write down the variable and assign the value to it. The runtime understands what the data type of that variable is of, and then that's the reason it is called as dynamically typed language. And of course, coming to the syntax, it's very, there's not much to say about syntax. Only the Python uses the white spaces for its syntax standards. That means it follows some indentation to differentiate between its objects. So, of course, anybody can write down the programming, write down the program, write down the statements with minimal errors. But of course, Python is very sensitive with respect to the words. So if you write down, suppose if there is a keyword, if you use one single letter as a capital letter, definitely that will not going to be work. So be careful when you're writing using the keywords. So maintain the uh, syntax and follow the the words, whether they are small or capital letters. Now let's move on to the installation, download and installation of the Python. So Python installation was very easy. Anybody can download the software from online website, which is www.python.org, which is maintained by the PSF. So on the website, go to the downloads, and under the download section, you can find all the Python versions right from the start of its first release to the latest release. So basically nowadays Python 2.0 and 3.0 are used. Sorry, 3. That current release is 3.8. So let's say Python 2.x and 3.x, as there is a lot much difference in Python 2.x and 3.x with respect to the keywords. So I'm going to show how to actually download and install. So I'm going to the website. So simply this is python.org. So I'm going to the home page. Yeah, you have this simple website maintained by the PSF, and here downloads is there. Under the downloads, if you observe all releases, so all the Python versions are freely available online. And of course, you have the source codes. You can pick up the Windows or any platform. And here there is a download for Windows. 3.83 is the latest release as of today. That is 26th May 2020, right? So click on this. If we click, then you see the Python 3.8.3.exe is downloaded. So I will go to the folder. Okay. So I'll double click this one. This is an executable file. So since already I have installed Python on my system, so that's why it's giving this to upgrade or customize the installation. So already I have installed this language on my system, so I will cancel it here. Now, if you are new to the installation, just you have to click on next, 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 and it is very simple to install. You don't need to worry about that. Right. Now, suppose how to know whether your Python has been successfully installed or not. So just go to the command prompt, type cmd here, and yeah, this is the command prompt. Simply type python Python and click enter. Now, if your Python software is successfully installed, it will give the Python version 3.8.2 is the one that I have installed it previously. And this is what you see, observe here. This is called as Python shell. Here you can start writing your code, Python, any statement. Okay, I will write down print and then hello, right? See, it displayed hello. So this is the Python shell. Here you can write down your program also. But there are so many editors, integrated development environments for Python. So we will see in the next session about which IDE that are recommended for Python development or writing the code in Python. So I will close this by typing Control Z and then enter. Now again I am back to the command prompt. So I will exit this command prompt. So in the next session, we will start the training on core Python. Goodbye for now. Thank you.